Hello, Steve Mills here, and welcome back to my podcast. Or if it's the first time you've ever visited, thank you for visiting, and I hope you enjoy this week's or today's program. It's great to be here, and as I say, looking forward to sharing some thoughts with you. So the program is all about, today is all about how to really look at your products and services in a different way. Now, if I asked you the question, how good are your products and services? And you're going to probably say to me, or initially think, oh yeah, you know, they're great, Steve. Yeah, we're really good at what we do. And, we offer a great service to our clients. Now, if I then dug a little bit deeper in that scenario and said, well, how great is great or how good is good, and I asked you questions around what would you do or what could you do in order to improve the service that you provide, whether that's the actual, it's a physical service that you provide, a box of something, a physical product, or you provide a service for somebody, whether that's you run a restaurant, or you cut people's grass, or you're an accountant or a solicitor, a consultant, an advisor, run a building firm. Whatever you do, how could it be better? When I say how could it, that comes from a belief that it could. Everything can be better. Nothing's perfect, including my service. And so the problem being that if we don't focus on it, it's never going to get better. The only way it's going to get better is if we focus on it. If we sit down and look at each and every element of what we do and work out how it could be better. Because the truth of the matter is, if you don't believe in your service, how on earth could you sell it to somebody else? If you really deep down, didn't believe in what you did, and you thought, well, we're okay at this, but we're trying to sell people on the idea that we're the best there is in it, then, it's probably not going to really work for you, at least not for the level that it could. When I say it's not going to work, what I mean is you're not going to achieve your true potential in that business. So the message behind today's podcast is a really simple message, and that is that it's great to work on marketing, and it's great to work on selling and becoming better at that. And, I've spent my life encouraging people to do that. But I want you to take time out and look at your products, what you actually do, and work out what you could do to make that product truly outstanding. And when I say outstanding, let me just say this. If you've got a product that is poor, then the market's going to find you out. The rewards for poor in anything are not poor results. The rewards for poor are pain. You're going to get pain. If you're rubbish at what you do, if you're poor at what you do, you're going to get pain. And in business, that's going bust. If you're poor in your health, that's, health implications. If you're poor in your finances, that's not good, and that's going to cost you money that way. If you're poor in your relationships with your husband, wife, significant other, then that's going to affect you in that way. So poor is not good enough. If you take a massive leap up to something called good, good is like okay, it's average, it's the same as everybody else. And again, if you admire or look at what results other people get, then the real truth of being good is that if you're good, you get poor results. It's not quite fair, but it's just the way it is. So an average business gets very average or poor results, in my opinion. You take another leap up a massive scale to something called excellent. When you're excellent at something, what sort of rewards do we get for being excellent? Well, again, it's not quite fair because we don't get excellent rewards. We get good rewards. We make a profit in business. We get some new sales in. We do fine. We're doing well. We're doing okay. And, it really pisses you off, doesn't it? Because you're actually excellent at what you do. You're excellent in the way you market it and customer service, but you could potentially be at the next level, and that next level is just that little bit above excellent. It's a level I call outstanding. When you stand out from your competition, that's where all the rewards are. That's why Apple have been so successful, Nike have been so successful, and many, many other businesses that I could name that are the leaders in the world or in their community or in their niche are successful. So let's focus on, for now, for this week, getting that product better than it already is. Taking a look at it and going, how can we make this better? I hope you've enjoyed the webinar. I'd love to talk to you further. If you want to book a strategy meeting with me, you can. You can do so by going to my website, which is stevemills.co, and booking a meeting online for no obligation or in my office. And I look forward to speaking to you then. Thank you ever so much for listening, and speak again soon.